Be careful who you allow in your house. This is a serious video. I mean, 9,000 comments. Let's check it
All right,
out.
what's up, family? I got a more serious one for a lot of mature people who actually, unfortunately, dealt with this type of nonsense behavior before. So therefore, I'm gonna title this one here, Careful Who You Allow in Your House. So think about what I'm saying. Even when we was kids, remember there was times when our parents left us alone, when our parents, before leaving the house, they would say threatening things
Be
to us,
careful.
such like this here. They go,
Don't
don't you
open
let
the door."
nobody in this damn house when I'm gone. You hear what I'm telling you? You better not let nobody in this house. And as kids, we'd be like, yo, man, you talking to us like that? Let me tell you why. Because our parents, they had enough life learned lessons and maturity to understand that sometimes people have really ugly intentions.
But babe, I have a question. How you came up with this topic all of a sudden? And then on top of that, are you actually speaking literally or figuratively when you say coming in your house?
See, I'm glad you asked that. Know why? Because
Okay. Good
video.
when you say, am I saying literally or figuratively, I'm meaning both. I'm meaning be careful of allowing someone into, yes, your structure, where you live, your house, your apartment, your condo. Be careful, because people
and
will
in
come
your
into your
space.
house and try to assess what you got, checking out how you living, how you get this, what you got that. That literally your house. I also mean figuratively, meaning your presence, your circle, your mind,
peace.
trying to see how you think, your business. See,
Okay.
they want to be in your business, and when they get in your business, that's when they're there
over.
to do nothing but be a Judas. Matter of fact, that could be the word of the day, Judas. We know how the word Judas refers to like a traitor. Remember how Judas, they said Judas, he
Jesus.
betrayed Jesus by a simple kiss, letting the Romans know this is the guy you're looking for, because they didn't know who was Jesus. So he said, I'll kiss him for simple pieces of shillings of silver. So that's why they use the word Judas, referring to a traitor, because he betrayed Jesus by a simple kiss, and that's how Jesus got killed, whatever. But yeah, when people get in your business, so when I say your house, I mean literally and figuratively, meaning your business, your presence, literally your house. People will come in your place all because you're being nice and destroy everything you got. Watch this. All right, watch this. I'm gonna give you a couple of stories, but let's start off with this one here. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard this story a long time ago. The story was told like this here. It was this black guy who was a highly respected supervisor manager at this job. And while he was a highly respectable manager at this job for many years, doing a great job, this new European guy got hired at the job. And when a European guy got hired at the job, he was so concerned about how did that black guy get that position of authority?
Wow.
How long he been here? And before you know it, he started trying to be in the black guy's business, trying to befriend him. Remember what I told you, title of the video, careful who you let in your house, meaning your business, your structure, in your presence. But anyway, this European guy tried to befriend the guy. He said, hey man, yeah, this job here, I want to work alongside you. You know, the guy giving this to do or that to do.
As soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh hell no. Oh. Stay away from me. Bad energy, stay away. We ain't finna do that.
Yeah, this
We ain't
job
finna do
here,
that.
I want to work alongside you. You know, the guy giving this to do or that to do. But then on another day, he's trying to be overly friendly. Friendly with this, overly friendly with this, always trying to chat with the guy, and then saying stuff to the guy, such stuff like this. Hey man, I noticed, man, you run this whole operation here, man. I noticed everybody got a great deal of respect for you, man, here. This is a wonderful thing, man. How long you been working here? The guy's like, yeah, man, well, I've been here about 19, 20 years, man. You know, of course they respect me because we got productivity get done out, and we make sure we do a good job at it. He's like, oh man, this is wonderful.
Oh, really?
And then next you know, the guy like, hey man, is that your Mercedes you got outside there? That's the such and such model, right? He said, oh man, how long you had that car? All in the guy business. Remember what I told you? Careful who
Nosy.
you allow in your house.
Trying to
Nosy.
access.
Yeah,
Too nosy.
a Judas. A Judas.
Yeah.
Watch how this play out. So then,
Oh.
then the guy, you know,
gets
asks him about
worse.
his car. Then he says to him, people will play a sucker to try to catch a sucker, so to speak. Try to play a fool, you know. Then the guy asks him, he throws himself out there and say stuff like this. Oh man, Man, it'd be taking me about 45 minutes to get to work every day, man. How long, asking that same guy, how long you live from the job, man? Do you live far, man? Because it'd be taking me about 45 minutes, man. It take me almost an hour sometimes. And the guy's like, man, I live about 25 minutes, half hour from here, not too far. He said, "What? Yeah, you do? Where about you live at?" And the guy tells him, right, he go, "Wow, that's a nice neighborhood where you live. Hey, man, why don't you invite me over for dinner one day, man?"
Good. If you're at this age and you're this stupid for someone to extract so much information out of you, you're finished. There's no hope for you, my friend. You need to be perspicacious enough to understand, nah, I'm giving away way too many details. I don't care how you mask it with the niceness, with the nice teeth you might be showing me. They'll use that teeth to bite back at you. Goodness.
And he asks to be invited over again and again and again to the point he's damn near begging. Eventually, what does the
guy do?
What does the brother does? He eventually invites him over to the house. And when he invites him over to the house, next thing you know, the guys, remember, title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. When he invites him over to the house, as soon as he gets to his house, he's like, "Oh man, this is really nice over here where you live." When he gets in his house, he's like, "Oh wow, these are some really nice couches you got, man. I know this is a such and such style, man. This costs a lot of money. Oh man, you got the finished basement. You got this. Oh, this is nice. Oh wow, you having shrimp and lobster, man. You must be doing real good at the job. You must be really doing exceptionally well. And your wife drives a such and such type of car. Oof. Oh man, y'all got this in them. You got a pool in the back." He's assessing everything. Before you know it, that guy, the following week while they're at the job, he threw that brother up under the bus for some minuscule things that was brought up. How and why, who knows? But one thing for sure, next thing you know, that brother got demoted on his job.
Oh my days. Jesus. Do you see how it starts from something so tiny? You're like, oh, he's just being friendly. He's just, that's just him. He's just making excuses for snakes that are preparing to throw venom at your face. This brother got demoted for talking too much, giving away way too much.
Next thing you know, that brother got demoted on his job. And that
this is
European
reality.
Got promoted. You see what I'm saying? All because that guy let him get too close to him, get too friendly. That's another way of putting it. Be careful who you allow in your house. Be careful who you allow to get close to you. Because you have people out here that's nothing but like that European guy, a damn Judas. He had no good intentions whatsoever, but to try really just jealousy and envy to see what this guy got. And he's like, "I'm going to do everything to destroy that." You see what I'm saying?
Ooh. Some people, they walk in the village and they see who has the highest tower. Rather than be inspired to build their own high tower, they want to break down yours so that automatically they can have the highest tower. Let's say they've got a house with 2 stories. You've got a 10-story building. 10-story building. Rather than, okay, well, you know what? How can I add levels to my 2-story house to get the remaining 7 or whatever it is, or 8, whoever is remaining? They're going to say, how can I break that building down so then my 2-story house can become the tallest house? Be careful of a lazy, ambitious person, men or women. Women are the worst because you don't even see that stuff coming. All the greatest men fell because of women. So if you're a man, and I know this channel is geared towards men, I'm telling you, oops, sorry, hit the mic right there. I'm sorry, Mike. Sorry, buddy. Be careful, because somebody's preparing to hit you just like I just hit this mic. He couldn't see it coming. Couldn't fend for himself.
Title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. I actually had a
powerful
buddy of mine.
Video.
I ain't gonna mention his name, but he knowing if he watched this video, he'll watch it eventually. And this exact thing happened to him when he got transferred on his job down to a whole nother state. Now he been on his job like 15 years, but for the last 6 years he was promoted to supervisor position. And for 6 years in a row, he was doing nothing but a great job. He got letters of recommendation. He got letters of accommodation from different clients. Different customers would call the job. They would call corporate. They was writing letters and emails saying what a great job he was doing. Guy was doing his job. He was on his A game, getting nothing but accommodations constantly. But what happened? Just like that last story I told you, a new management came in. When the new management came in, they didn't like how people liked him. It was like that saying when they go, "I don't like that people like you." You know what I'm saying? So they become a Judas. And then when they pulled up his record, they found out the neighborhood where he lived. And they said, oh, he live in that neighborhood? And when I told my buddy this story of the last story, he thought he had told me his story, which he did not. He said, yo, man, that's exactly what happened to me. He said one day, what a coincidence. He said he was outside cutting the grass, and he seen 4 company cars back to back ride down his street, and they all seen him cutting the grass. And he said the following week when he went to work, you know what they told him? Brought him in the office. They said they had to restructure everything at the job, and they noticed he didn't have a college degree.
Wow.
And they told him in order to keep this position, you have to go to college or go and get your degree. We'll hold your position for you, but other than that, we're gonna have to let you finish the year out, the fiscal year out, but we're gonna have to let you go unless you get a college degree. Of course he ain't going back to college or whatever. And you see how they did him? They was the Judas. Remember Judas? It's another way of saying a traitor or a jealous, envious person doing
Snake.
nothing but I'm gonna destroy everything you got. So be careful who you allow in your house. And I mean, like my wife asked earlier, do I mean literally or figuratively? I mean both.
Both.
Your business, your presence, your house, you know,
Your energy.
your status, your ideals. And people will do everything to destroy that. But you think that's something? Watch this. I'm gonna give you a
it gets worse.
historical one. Christopher Columbus. Do you know the real story? He never landed in America. He landed on other islands and all that. But watch this. This is what really happened. They was shipwrecked. They was going through starvation, disease, and everything. And where they did land, the local people accepted them in their house, meaning their land. They nursed them back to health. They gave them clothes. They gave them medicine, made them back healthy. Then they lavished them with their things of their land, like the things that they created, their weapons and stuff like that. They lavished them with diamonds, rubies, gems, gold. When they did all these lovely things for them and helped nurse them back, you know what Christopher Columbus did? True facts. In his mind, because you could pull up his memoirs where he actually said it in his diary, his memoirs.
Wow.
He actually said these things. He said, hey, why are these people so nice to us? Man, they're giving us all this lovely food. We was almost gonna die. They brought us back to good health. Why is they so nice to us?
Wow.
They don't even, and they giving us diamonds and rubies. They don't even seem to have a sense of value.
Wow.
You know what? We could go back home and get more ships and come back, and we can annihilate these people and take
Wow.
everything that they got.
Wow.
They're stupid. They're just being too nice. And you see, that's what really happened. All because those people were genuinely good people of nature, of natural resources, of nature, good-hearted people. They allowed this Judas, ugly dude in their house, their land, their presence, their business. And he did everything to destroy these people.
That's such evil heart.
Very
evil
Big
heart.
time.
And they, I don't even remember they teaching us this in
They
school.
won't teach you that in school. You have to pick up books. Now, anybody out there, you have to actually pick up books and research this stuff to find it. You find out that he is the biggest
That's a
liar of
powerful
all
story.
liars of all time. He's talking about he discovered America. You ain't discovered nothing. He's one of the greatest liars of all time. But yeah, so in closing, what I would tell anybody, take any of these stories I'm telling you, and the factual stories,
And apply
be
it to your
careful
life.
who you allow around you in your presence. Because a
This
lot
is
of times,
wisdom.
people around you with real jealous intent and a Judas type behavior to destroy everything you got. Be careful, be smart. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 2 small other stories.
Nice.
I remember when
Nuggets.
we had the apartment, we was living on East Jersey Street, our first apartment together. Well, we had an apartment, not own it, but we was renting.
Oh yeah, I
Yo,
remember.
I remember one of our neighbors that lived upstairs from us. This dude used to come down in our apartment, chat with me about last night's game or whatever, entertainment. But then while he talked to me, his eyes was always roaming,
Ooh.
always looking around in our
I've had
apartment,
that.
right? And he would assess what we got. And later he would leave, and later that day or later that week, he would come down asking to borrow what he seen on the countertops. Oh, yo, man, Yeah, I remember the time you had just went shopping. You bought a thing of Q-tips. I swear the Joker came downstairs the later that week was like, yo man, you got any extra Q-tips or something, man? Because we ran out of Q-tips. I was feeling like something was in my ear, man. If you got an extra Q-tip or something. I was like, what?
That's
And
so
this way I really knew he was doing that because he did it quite often. This one I really knew he did it. One day he came down and he said, no, he called me. He said, yo man, would you happen to have a extra 62 bus schedule? I said, what? Why in the world would he be asking me for a 62 bus schedule? And while I was talking, I said, nah, man, ain't got no 62 bus schedule. I said, that's crazy. Why would you? Why he was asking? I was leaning on my wall in the living room, and I looked at my countertop. On my countertop was a 62 bus schedule. I swear, I'm not making the story. There's a 62 bus schedule. Well, it turns out one of my clients that came over and caught the 62, they left their bus schedule on my countertop.
Oh my days. I hope you guys get it. So he never actually uses that or would possess that, but because it was accidentally left there, he saw it thinking it's his, which exposes, oh my goodness. People, you have to be vigilant out here. You have to protect your energy. You can't take my energy. Now you can't come take my energy. You can't take my energy. Oh my days. You can't take my energy. The energy vampires out there.
And this fool asked for it. I said, you said this dude, but that's nothing. Watch this.
Wow.
Remember when we owned one of our apartment buildings we owned back?
Yeah.
I remember one of my tenants, one day I bought a brand new hot water heater. Because our basement was low, so I had to get the shorter one. I couldn't get the big tall one. I got the shorter one. So I had my hand truck, and I had just got out of the truck, the rental U-Haul I got, and I was walking the hot water heater to the front of the steps. And as I was there, the no good tenant on the first floor, who he's locked up now, Joe was robbing people's houses and all that. But anyway, at the time, I was giving the guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give somebody a chance who didn't deserve a chance. But anyway, yo, he seen me. He said, yo, man, let me give you a hand with that. I said, nah, man, I'm good, man, but I appreciate it. He said, he was so persistent. He was like, nah, man, let me help you, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to drop that. I said, yo, man, like I said, man, I appreciate it, man, but that's why I got it strapped to the hand truck. He said, yeah, but man, but you got to go in the basement with that, right? He said, yeah, man, let me help you with that, man, so make sure you be safe, man. Just want to help a brother out. So I said, all right, man, let him help me out. Big mistake. Big mistake. Because now, as we went down in the basement, got it down there safety, well, I didn't need his help anyway, but I let him. When we got down there, just like my last tenant, his eyes was all over the basement. He's looking all around while he helping me.
Roaming.
He like this. He looking around.
Roaming
looking
like,
around,
like,
right?
like this
and what did he
flipping
see?
Satan.
He see I had a shelf over here. And on the shelf, I had extension cords. I had boxes of light bulbs because we run in the building. I had boxes of light bulbs. I had different gallons of Tide detergent. You know, I had a whole bunch of cleaning supplies, all kind of different cleaning supplies and brushes and all that. Do you know, later that same week, this clown gonna say to me, soon as I had just parked the car. As soon as I got, he said, yo, man, we bust a light in the bathroom, man. If you could help me out, man, could you like give me one of them light bulbs? I was like, one of them light bulbs? What are you talking about? He said, man, I know you got a whole bunch of light bulbs downstairs, man. Remember what I said, title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. He said, man, if you can help me out, I see you got all them light bulbs downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, man, light bulbs is on you guys. You got to buy your own light bulbs. He said, oh, man, you can't give me a light bulb, man? I mean, I see you got all that stuff downstairs, man. I was like, see, like I said, big mistake. I let him see that. And of course I didn't give it to him. But do you know this same guy, it was the next month, he came to me again with some bullshit. Hey, yo, man. Yo, we just trying to get to the store, man. But, yo, we was having a hard time, man. I was wondering, man, if I could buy one of them detergents off you. I said, yo, my man. I said, see, listen, those are not for sale. I said, I got them for my personal use. These are my storage stuff. That's something you need to buy for yourself. He said, yeah, man, but I'm saying, man, you could just sell me one. That way I ain't got to go to the store, man. You know what I'm saying? I could just get it from you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I buy it from you, man. You could make money off of me. I said, nah, it don't work that way. I don't do that, man. But you see what I'm saying? How people do? So like I said, title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. Because people, their eyes will start roaming. And they try to assess what you got and try to some kind of way see if they could finagle that away from you or destroy what you got. Be smart, folks.
Deep.
Be
Let's
smart.
see the comments because there was 9,000 of them. Goodness me, man. Okay. Plans private. Moves silent. Life low key. Prayers loud. Bars. That is biblical bars right there. Goodness me. I remember my dad telling me, less said, best said. The more people know about you, the more they have to use against you. Goodness me. I found this to be extremely accurate. Wow. This is filled with really good comments. Keep your circle small and your co-workers are not your friends. Very, very true. And do not talk about your personal information to nobody. That needs to be in capital, bold capitals. Nobody, absolutely nobody. As you can see, he didn't even let us in his house. That's a big notice. That's very true. He didn't even let us in his house. This video was filmed outside. He's standing on business. He's standing on business. Oh, I love this video. This is great. This is the kind of vibe and energy you need, man. This was an amazing video. Not having company is so peaceful. The right kind of company is amazing. I mean, even the Bible says if you find the friend, then you found the treasure. You found something really good, even more important than your actual blood brother or sister. But nowadays though, it's hard because everyone, they want what you have. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to get it for myself. I don't care about the hard work that went behind the curtains when he or she was obtaining it. No. I couldn't care less about that. I'm just thinking, how can I get what he has? You're admiring someone's car. You don't know that they regret that decision financially every single day. They're pushing a Benz, a Mercedes. They're pushing a G-Wagon. They're pushing a Range Rover, whatever nice car you deem as nice. Admiring it, not knowing they are in debt, financial debt, and they're regretting it. This is absolutely amazing. Beyond me. Powerful video. If you don't take this as a lesson, if you don't learn from this, and he's an old man, not saying in a disrespectful way, I'm saying it from the wisdom way. Absolutely clever life experience. Thank you, sir. Go check out the channel. Like, share this video because it's very important especially for a loved one to come across this, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. God bless you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.